Hello everyone, I'm Toby. Today we're going to ride a magical pony to journey through 2,000 years of deserts and grasslands and see how it carried goods, merchants, envoys, and even entire civilizations. Stories on its back along the Silk Road. Ready? Hold the reins tight. Let's go. Did you know, in ancient times, without cars or airplanes, horses were the most amazing couriers? As early as 5,500 years ago, people on the Central Asian grasslands learned to tame horses. From then on, horses became humanity's all-around assistants, ploughing fields, engaging in battles, delivering messages, transporting goods. Even the legends of the Silk Road are inseparable from their hoofbeats. Moreover, the bond between humans and horses dates back even further to the Paleolithic era. The Lascaux cave paintings in France depict images of wild horses from about 17,000 years ago. These horses, outlined with mineral pigments, have strong bodies and galloping postures, like portraits left for our friends, witnessing that horses had already entered human life before the invention of writing. Picture strong horses carrying bundles of silk, exquisite porcelain, and fragrant tea. Departing from Chang'an in China, they cross deserts and mountains and finally reach distant Rome. But what if they encountered dangerous bandits on the way? Don't worry, horses could also carry soldiers into battle to protect the caravan. So, without horses, the Silk Road might not have been passable at all. Next, I'm going to tell you a fascinating secret. In ancient people's eyes, horses were not just animals that could run. They could also fly. In the Assyrian culture of Mesopotamia, people carved winged horses, believing they could carry souls to meet the gods. In ancient Greek mythology, there was a white-winged horse named Pegasus. Where its hooves stepped, springs of inspiration would gush out. Poets who drank from them could write splendid poems. However, in China, our ancients' imagination of horses was more realistic, yet equally divine. For example, the Tang Dynasty famous painting Knight Shining White, now housed in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, depicts Emperor Xuanzong's favorite steed, Knight Shining White, tied to a hitching post. This white horse raises its head and neighs, with manes flying as if struggling to break free with its leaping hooves. During the Han Dynasty, with the opening of the Silk Road, the image of winged horses from the western regions spread to China. This shows that cultures from different countries, like magic, can infect each other. Now, guess how letters were sent from China to Europe in ancient times? The answer is by horse. As early as the Western Zhou dynasty, China had post stations. Like modern delivery stations, each post station kept fast horses and postmen would ride them, changing horses every few kilometers to deliver letters at the fastest speed. These horses were like ancient couriers, turning the Silk Road into an information superhighway. In ancient wars, horses were game changers. But at first, cavalrymen found it difficult to sit firmly on horses until the Chinese invented something: stirrups. Stirrups were like little chairs on horsebacks, allowing soldiers to sit steadily and shoot arrows or swing swords. It was precisely the invention of stirrups that ushered Europe into the age of chivalry. Moreover, there was an ancient Chinese emperor who particularly desired an extraordinary sweating blood horse, which came from Galloping Kingdom in the west, now Central Asia. To obtain them, the emperor sent troops to search far away. Legend has it, sweating blood horses ran as fast as lightning, and their hooves made sounds like drums when striking the ground. Han Dynasty soldiers riding them defeated the Xiongnu, their northern enemies. These magical horses from distant lands were star players on the Silk Road. Horses were not just labouring animals, they were also artistic horses. During the Tang Dynasty, the imperial palace kept hundreds of dancing horses. Whenever the emperor celebrated a birthday, these horses would wear splendid clothes and dance to music. How amazing is that? Today, trailing behind the hoofprints of horses, we've explored many stories of the Silk Road. They were couriers, warriors, artists, and even bridges for establishing friendly bonds between different countries. Although we now have trains and airplanes, these horses that once ran on the Silk Road will forever remain in history's photo album. Next time you see horses' statues or ancient paintings in a museum, remember, this little horse might have visited the markets of Samarkand, seen the lanterns of Chang'an, or even danced in palaces. Okay, today's Silk Road adventure comes to an end. I'm Toby. What fascinating stories will we explore on the Silk Road next time? Stay tuned and see you again soon. Bye-bye.